Hello, my name is Austin Derrickson, and today I'm going to be taking you through a multiplayer map I made in Quake. So we start on this main area. The players will actually spawn in these corridor entrances. So right there. In addition to up in these top right corners. And I did this just to give them some space and a chance to not be like spawn killed. Um, but these ones are just to keep it kind of quick paced and um, offer some variety for the players so they don't have to go all the way around or jump down and hurt themselves. Um, but in this main area, as we can see, the goal for my map was I wanted to offer the player different spaces of close quarters followed by different spaces of open quarters. So we have this main large area followed by these constricting tunnels. So these tunnels are obviously a little bit more constricting in movement, um, but go back to the main center, the main area, we have this open area. And this open area obviously is a little bit more dangerous, but that's why I put a grenade launcher here that spawns, just to give them some more motivation to come down. Um, but yeah, so let's start with showing you the map. So if we go into these tunnels, I wanted to offer the player these constricted tunnels, or these constricted spaces, followed by spaces of openness. So if we go here, what will happen is we get this nicer open windowed area. And the reason for this is I really like the gunplay in Quake, and I really enjoy how you can kind of duck between these corners and play with it really nicely. So I added these pillars right here in order to give the player a chance to mess around, and even if they don't want to go into this main area, um, these main pillars, they have the opportunity to, and they can kind of make their own loops, varying in between there depending on where the enemy is. Yeah, so if we follow back in here, we have these constricting areas, and we have some health, armor, and everything in the corners in order to kind of get them away and give them some safety, but then bring them back into this main area. So we have these constricting, and then if we come up here, we have a nice open area. In this open area, it leads to the outer ring that has a super shotgun. It has some armor, and it has a super nail gun. And as you just saw me pick up, there's a grenade launcher up here. And that's specifically for the reason since there's a rocket launcher here. And obviously the rocket launcher in Quake is always going to be probably the focal point or an area of interest, the largest area of interest in the map. So I made this area up here um, in order to look down on the rocket launcher room. And this allows the players to kind of shoot into it and if somebody decides to camp it, they have that grenade launcher, and all they have to do is kind of spam some grenades in there in order to kill them. But I didn't need to make this area so big, and what I wanted to is because I wanted to give the player an opportunity to fight somebody that is doing the same exact thing, rather through looping up here, coming down, dropping in here to grab it, and I wanted them to fight it out up there in order to see who got the rocket launcher. And obviously somebody could come in and steal it, and that's why the grenade launcher there for again. So if we come out, we'll grab this. There's some rockets in the back that we picked up, and we'll come out, and now we'll go to the upper area. So in the upper area, we have a super shotgun in that corner. We have some health, some armor, and a super nail gun right here. The reason I put the super shotgun in that corner was because that area over there is the most secluded. The player would have to either go up this ramp, go all the way over here to this corner, or they need to go up that ramp, follow this corner, and get over here. So this place is the most secluded, and I didn't want the player to have a gun like the lightning gun or the super nail gun where they can just shoot it really pretty far and do a lot of damage. So since the super shotgun is powerful, but it has kind of a lot of spread and limited range. And lastly, the loops in this game, or this map. So loops in this map are obviously the biggest one is the outer loop that leads right to where I am, followed by some varying smaller loops that the player can come in between with the cover, kind of make their own loops, but offer them a lot of variety in playing with these angles. In addition to, if you follow through here, I wanted to give the player some ability to kind of make their own loops. So these open areas, if the player is interested enough to experiment, they can jump through, as you probably saw earlier. They have the ability to jump through and kind of make their own loops with this. So if they see an enemy here, they can jump out, come out here, make a push for the grenade launcher. And my favorite loop is going up here, up this ramp, down here, and you can fall in here and get the rocket launcher, then come back out, and you could circle out. And I just kind of wanted I wanted this feel for the map to have a constant feeling of like being in lanes. So this lane here, you're following this. So you come out here and you're kind of always pushing forward, either for a weapon or to find an enemy. So you're always following this one-way lane where you're just trekking on forward and you're not really backtracking too much. Like you're not really going here, okay, no one's there, going there. You're always just kind of searching, jumping out here, and making your own loops, really. So yeah, that was the entirety of my map. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.